Yeah, that's right. The Air Force Civil Engineer Center sampled 105 private wells around Tinker Air Force Base and initially identified 6 wells with PFOS and PFOA above the EPA's acceptable levels. The Air Force immediately provided bottled water to those residents, but after 22 months, the neighbors now want answers. It has been a rough few years, filling up cups and pots and everything in between just to survive. And then when the water runs out,
say thank God for young folk.
make sure you have someone strong nearby.
And that's what we had to do.
This is the reality for several families surrounding Tinker Air Force Base, some just down the road. For nearly 2 years, Tinker has been sending Duke and Shedra Heath bottled water. I mean, is that enough?
Oh, heavens no, it's not enough. No, we need answers. I mean, you know, it's like having to carry a water bottle around with you as you move around. Even to brush my teeth, it's difficult.
Back in November of 2020, the Heats got this letter from Tinker in the mail saying PFOS and PFOA chemicals were detected in your water. Your water does not meet the current health guidelines for human consumption. You've been here for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
When you first got here, you had this wonderful well water.
Yes.
And now it's unusable. I mean, looking back on when you first came here,
to now.
thinking now.
I'm pissed. Very pissed.
And on top of all that, they're experiencing health issues.
I know myself, I've had stomach pain so bad I've been in the emergency room. You know, yeah, we've...
What are the doctors saying? Do they know?
No.
They don't know what this is?
No.
And the Heaths aren't the only ones with this issue.
Pretty much is not drinkable.
Joshua Stevens' family faced their own health issue.
I have a wife that lost a baby in 2020, and we don't know if it's connected to that or not.
So what exactly is in this water? Well, PFAS, or per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, is a chain of carbon atoms bonded to a fluorine atom, combined with a sulfonic acid or carboxylic group.
We've been using PFAS-type compounds on our carpets, on our clothing. When you go to the fast food restaurant and you get a paper carton of French fries, why doesn't the grease soak into the paperboard? Because it's covered with a PFAS-type material.
Tinker officials tell me that the chemicals come from a firefighting foam used to quickly control petrol fires. After it's washed off, it seeps into the groundwater. The danger, however, is how much you're exposed to.
Dose makes the poison. So obviously, if you ingest a large amount, you're going to suffer acute problems.
The experts tell us it's only dangerous if you ingest it. And if you do, the health effects can include kidney and liver problems, miscarriage, and increased cancer risk.
It's scary because I feel that, this is something that they shouldn't have to deal with. Been here way too long.
Now, the Heaths just want a solution.
What is the plan? How do you plan to resolve the issue? And beyond just running a water line and closing your eyes to the damage that you've caused.
The Heaths, they are hurting, and they simply just want answers. Now, Tinker tells me that of the 6 contaminated wells, they're working to connect 4 locations, which includes the Heaths location, to municipal water by the end of this year. Some good news there. For the other 2, they're installing point-of-entry filtration systems. But they're also saying that another well where PFOS, PFOA levels are higher than EPA guidelines was recently identified and is providing bottled water until a long-term treatment solution is identified. This problem is not over, and as it continues, we'll continue to have your back and follow it. Wayne Stafford, Fox 25 News.